I'm coming in here to beat his ass. He gonna come, he gonna be tough, strong, but I'm coming to whoop his ass. I stand by that. I stand by that. I'm fucking him up. Yeah. I'm fucking him.
This is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take over. Now we got this lightweight coming up to super lightweight to come over here.
Pandemonium broke out when Shakur Stevenson suddenly crossed the line at the latest press event, striking Teofimo Lopez after non-stop jawing between the two. While the room buzzed with shock, Lopez stayed calm and collected, refusing to react in the heat of the moment. The split-second clash revealed cracks in Stevenson's composure, while underscoring Lopez's discipline and mental strength. For fans watching closely, the contrast couldn't be clearer. One man lost control. The other proved he's built for war. Interview 2. Teofimo Lopez laid out his game plan with calm assurance, breaking down how he intends to dictate the fight right from the opening bell. As Shakur Stevenson leans on showy maneuvers and flair, Lopez emphasizes timing, endurance, and sharp ring awareness. That measured approach signals his readiness for the demands of the Bay 140-pound division, and reinforces why he continues to stand as a dangerous contender.
Real fighter here.
I talk about. Shut me up.
Shakur,
shut me up.
Real quick, Shakur.
I'm right here. Shut me up. Shut me up.
Duke McKenzie's response captured the stunned reaction that rippled through the room after. Shakur Stevenson struck Teofimo Lopez during the press event. While some might try to minimize Stevenson's talent, that outburst revealed cracks in his respect and self-control, sparking serious questions about his maturity among fans and pundits alike. Lopez, by contrast, never lost his cool, further cementing his reputation as a disciplined, businesslike fighter who refuses to be thrown off by cheap provocations. In one brief moment, the incident drew a sharp line between two very different mental approaches heading into the fight.
You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is
Simon Jordan noted that heated exchanges and line crossing have always been part of boxing's culture. But what unfolded here stood out because of how public and abrupt it was. This wasn't routine trash talk or a harmless shove-it escalated into outright physical disrespect, instantly grabbing headlines. Teofimo Lopez responded with discipline and restraint, proving that mental control can matter just as much as raw ability. To many fans and analysts, that flashpoint became a turning point, framing the build-up to the fight and casting a spotlight on Stevenson's unpredictability.
I don't think he's world-class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do, or most sort of
The incident instantly split opinion across the boxing world. Many condemned it as pointless and unprofessional, while others conceded it injected extra drama into the matchup. Stevenson's move dominated headlines almost immediately, yet it was Teofimo Lopez's measured reaction that earned widespread admiration. The moment pushed fans to pick a side, drawing a clear contrast between fighters grounded in discipline and control and those chasing the spotlight. It also set the stage for a major narrative heading into the bout, with Stevenson's erratic nature now looming large over the fight.
His face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
That single strike sent a clear message that once these two are under the spotlight, all bets are off. Game plans, careful predictions, and scripted expectations can unravel the moment emotions take over. Stevenson's rash decision showed how quickly he can lose control, while Teofimo Lopez proved he can adjust and remain steady when pushed. It's now obvious to fans that when fight night arrives, talent alone won't decide the outcome. Mental strength and emotional balance will play a huge role, adding another layer of danger and excitement to the showdown.
Stevenson's unpredictability could become a key storyline leading into the clash.
But I do feel
It's maybe what the sport doesn't need, and yet many people are saying, no, it's great, you watch it. Everybody wants to go to the...
Eddie Hearn's take adds another layer to the conversation. While few questioned Stevenson's talent, that moment raised concerns about his discipline and how he handles himself when the spotlight burns brightest. Supporters and critics alike are now asking whether his sharp ring intelligence will hold under stress, or if his emotions could sabotage him. Lopez, already respected for his athletic ability and calculated style, strengthened his position by staying locked in despite the provocation. The episode lays bare a classic clash between natural ability and emotional control, suggesting that composure could be just as crucial as skill when they finally meet.
You don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just...
Johnny Nelson's comments after the incident shifted the focus toward both psychological and physical preparedness. Stevenson's flare-up in front of the cameras raised questions about whether emotional swings could disrupt his rhythm, energy, and timing once the fight is underway. Lopez, meanwhile, continued to project calm, reinforcing the idea that solid preparation and smart execution matter more than impulsive theatrics. Supporters are now viewing him not only as a talented competitor, but as someone capable of managing disorder and staying in command potentially, flipping Stevenson's rash behavior into an advantage for himself.
The upcoming fight.
I think I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys, you know. I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out.
Shakur Stevenson attempted to spin the slap as a way to challenge himself against Teofimo Lopez, framing it as motivation rather than misconduct. Yet the act unmistakably crossed the line, exposing impulsiveness and a gap in professional self-control. Lopez, on the other hand, remained composed and unshaken, cementing his reputation as a disciplined and focused competitor. Observers and fans alike have pointed out that preserving mental strength when an opponent tries to provoke you is vital. Lopez's calm, calculated reaction positions him as far more prepared and strategic for the upcoming fight than Stevenson's emotional outburst would indicate.
Advantage.
Front of him. And I said, look, if you're to believe that he had the best training camp, his legs have gone. And so
Timothy Bradley Jr. points out that the slap wasn't just a headline-grabbing moment. It exposed Stevenson's unpredictable nature. Looking at Lopez's speed and athleticism, Bradley warns that Stevenson is up against a fighter who recognizes provocations and can exploit even the slightest lapse in focus. Lopez's calm response under direct confrontation showcases a rare mental resilience. The boxing world is taking note. Talent alone won't secure victory. Stevenson's impulsiveness could now become a liability, handing Lopez a psychological edge before the fight even begins.
Myself, I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough.
Rolly Romero recognizes Stevenson's technical skill and sharp ring intelligence. Yet the slap cast a shadow over his professional reputation. Even the most talented fighter can falter if emotions take control. And this moment sparked doubts about Stevenson's ability to stay composed under pressure. Lopez, despite facing public provocation, stayed calm, showcasing remarkable mental strength and strategic poise. Experts point out that staying focused amid distractions often gives a fighter an invisible advantage. Lopez's control over both his own aggression and his opponent's outbursts suggests he's mentally ready to turn Stevenson's impulsiveness into a decisive factor once the fight begins.
It's not going to be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. No, it ain't going to be an easy fight. No. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look.
Eddie Hearn's insight mirrors what Lopez demonstrated in the aftermath. Much like Anthony Joshua, who rarely lets his composure slip, Lopez stayed collected after Stevenson's slap, showcasing a level of professionalism and mental toughness that separates top-tier fighters. The episode highlighted the razor-thin line between calculated showmanship and reckless. Impulses one Stevenson clearly crossed. Fans and analysts are now paying close attention to how mental discipline can sway a fight. As Lopez's calm not only preserves his reputation, but also puts subtle psychological pressure on Stevenson. This public clash proves that in boxing, controlling emotions and mastering mind games can be just as decisive as punches. Tactics and preparation.
Fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very Shakur coming out with good. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good fight.
Keyshawn Davis underscores just how high the stakes are for this fight, giving full context to Stevenson's slap. The moment exposed Stevenson's tendency to misjudge the intensity and decorum demanded at the pro level. Lopez, by contrast, shows he fully understands who he's up against, pairing technical skill with unwavering composure. Their shared history from amateur bouts to the professional stage demonstrates that Lopez is mentally ready for any provocation Stevenson might attempt. Experts note that emotional outbursts rarely succeed against a focused adversary, and Lopez's ability to absorb pressure and respond strategically positions him as the calm, commanding presence as this much-anticipated clash approaches.
The push was, listen, we've seen worse, you know what I mean? But lively, and what followed actually was one of the few times that I've seen Anthony Joshua unravel, if you like, because normally he's very composed, but you can't be.
Amir Khan highlights just how dangerous Teofimo Lopez becomes when fully locked in, with Stevenson's slap only emphasizing the fire Lopez brings to the ring. Having faced elite opponents like Lomachenko, he's consistently shown the ability to adapt and dominate under pressure. Stevenson, in contrast, often leans on flashy tactics and can let his emotions get the better of him. Lopez, however, blends pinpoint technique with raw power, making him a truly formidable force. Observers now view the slap as a mental challenge that Lopez navigated effortlessly, proving he won't be shaken by pre-fight provocations. His talent for rising to the occasion under stress sets him apart, and any fighter who underestimates his adaptability risks being outmatched both technically and strategically. The episode underscores that while Stevenson has skill, Lopez's experience, discipline, and mental resilience position him as the clear favorite in high stakes. Heated confrontations.
I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old in amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro.
Teddy Atlas captures the electric tension surrounding this fight, showing that the slap incident isn't just drama, it signals a deeper psychological duel. Lopez clearly showcased superior mental control, while Stevenson's outburst could prove costly, as calm often determines who truly dictates the pace in the ring. Experts note that although both fighters are technically gifted, Lopez's experience and ability to stay composed under pressure grant him a clear strategic edge. This matchup is shaping up to be a chess match of skill and timing, charged with raw intensity, keeping fans on edge for explosive exchanges. Lopez has shown he can withstand provocation, manage pressure, and capitalize on his opponent's mistakes. Stevenson's flair and confidence will face relentless tests, and while his talent is undeniable, Lopez's blend of tactical intelligence, precise timing, and mental toughness positions him to take control when it counts most, especially in the high-stakes environment foreshadowed by this press conference.
He's hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some good...
Conor Benn's breakdown highlights the layered challenge of this matchup, especially after the slap exposed Stevenson's unpredictable temperament. Though Stevenson ranks high pound for pound, Lopez's capacity to withstand both physical and psychological pressure is a major factor. The press conference incident showed that impulsive actions could carry serious consequences. something Stevenson may be underestimating. Lopez, on the other hand, has repeatedly proven he can adjust on the fly and stay strategically sharp no matter the provocation. Analysts note that victory will depend as much on mental resilience as on technical skill, and in that regard, Lopez has the upper hand. Ben also points to Stevenson's arrogance, a vulnerability Lopez can exploit. Fans now recognize this as a key turning point where composure versus ego could shape the fight. Lopez's experience against top-tier opponents like Lomachenko gives him a clear roadmap to counter Stevenson's aggression and capitalize on any missteps.
Style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that...
On the Ring Champs podcast, Lamont Roach shared his forecast for the Stevenson versus Lopez clash, leaning towards Stevenson as the likely winner. He emphasized that Stevenson's sharp ring IQ and methodical strategy could create serious obstacles, posing challenges that Lopez might find difficult to navigate.
Tio, I think he's in a hard fight. Well, it's not a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing fight. It's not in a war. You won't get a war.
Playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Connor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Well, come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well.
Lamont Roach highlights how Stevenson's occasional emotional lapses can be a serious liability in high-stakes fights. The press conference slap perfectly illustrates how impulsive behavior can undermine a fighter's performance. Lopez, by contrast, stays calm and prioritizes skill, underscoring the stark contrast in mindset between the two. Analysts stress that in matchups of this caliber, patience and adaptability are crucial, and Lopez's knack for capitalizing on mistakes gives him a significant advantage over Stevenson. Fans are debating how Stevenson's aggressive impulses might backfire against Lopez's disciplined, tactical approach. The incident also reinforces that flashy antics can never replace technical mastery and strategic execution. By staying composed, Lopez is poised to turn Stevenson's unpredictability into a psychological edge, making this fight as much a battle of mental strength as physical skill.
Expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, because it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to rough.
Conor Benn emphasizes that even with Stevenson's higher pound-for-pound ranking, Lopez holds a critical mental advantage and superior fight intelligence. The press conference slap highlighted Stevenson's tendency to let emotions take over a vulnerability that a disciplined fighter like Lopez can exploit. While Stevenson's talent and confidence are unquestionable, Ben points out that Lopez's adaptability, composure, and ability to read opponents on the fly give him a stronger foundation for victory. Experts note that raw power alone doesn't win fights. Managing pressure, handling provocations, and executing strategy are equally important. Lopez has consistently proven he can rise to challenges and remain composed when others might crumble. Rather than rattling him, the slap exposed Stevenson's weaknesses. For fans and analysts alike, Lopez's calm focus and experienced approach positions him as the favorite, while Stevenson's impulsiveness introduces added risk in this high-stakes matchup.
It's not a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing fight. It's not in a war. You won't get a war.
playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Connor.
The Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson clash has been ignited not just by talent, but by the explosive drama at the press conference, where Stevenson's slap instantly shifted the mental battlefield. Lopez has repeatedly proven he can remain calm under fire, respond smartly to provocation, and turn intensity into a tactical advantage. Stevenson's impulsive actions, meanwhile, risk surrendering momentum before the first bell even rings. Fans are now questioning whether Stevenson can control his emotions against Lopez's calculated aggression and world-class experience, especially given Lopez's track record against elite opponents like Lomachenko, where he adapted flawlessly under pressure. Analysts and former fighters alike agree. This fight won't just be decided by punches. It will be a contest of intelligence, timing, and mental strength. The slap serves as a warning that Stevenson may be prone to overreaction, while Lopez thrives on moments like these to assert dominance. Who will seize control when it matters most? Can Stevenson recover from his own mistakes? Or will Lopez turn this into a tactical masterclass? Drop your thoughts in the comments, join the debate, and make your voice heard. This is a showdown you won't want to miss.